Yo, it's good. It's me, One Pog again. It's Tuesday, July 1st. I think it's like 6:45 a.m. as usual. I just got off work and yeah, so I just wanted to say before I start this video, I just wanted to say like FYI BTW, I never when I make these videos, I never first of all, I don't ever use AI to like help me out in any way. I don't write scripts. I don't um yeah, I don't use AI to like write anything for me. I don't write scripts. Everything I say in the video is like just one take and yeah, everything's just one take and I let my spirit tell it and that's all I really do cuz I sit here or I when I just I go around I'm just living day to day and I'm like I want to make a video but I don't really know what it's about and then I'll just be going about my day and it will just like come to me like I'm like oh yeah I can make a video about that. I mean you literally can make a video about anything I guess but for me sometimes I get like oh I don't like what am I gonna post next and then I think about it and then I kind of run some ideas through my head and then as soon as the idea comes I just open like I think a little bit about what I'm gonna say but then I just open the camera and start recording. So everything's off top, dude. I let my spirit tell it, like Black Hayes said. And yeah, that's basically where I'm at and just revealing the creative process because I don't know. I guess I guess it's worth mentioning. I guess it's worth mentioning for whatever it's worth. It's worth mentioning. Anyways, so the video today is about sobriety, the drug trade, and just kind of. So I'm at work, and we just hired this new. We just hired this woman, and she's cool, and it's her second job, so she works during the day, and then she comes to work where I work as like a part-time like little side gig. Anyways, her job during the day, her real job, her main job is she's a felony parole officer here in town. So she deals with felony parole and probation and she manages cases for parolees and felons. So, and yeah, she's cool, like I would never, I never thought I would be like, meet somebody like that. And then, she like carries a pistol around and shit. She carries like a pistol on her hip and she's like dealing with these ex-cons and shit all day and drug addicts and, violent criminals and making sure they're on the straight and narrow. So tonight she had an earbud in and just out of curiosity, I'm like, what are you listening to? And she like hands me the earbud and I put it in my ear and it's like, I don't know, some like country song playing, which is cool. Like I love country music, dude. I'll fuck with a little bit of country. So then we got to talking about music and she was like, "Do you like T-Pain?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like T-Pain." I'm like, I've never like dug into his catalog, but that song, the T Wayne song, Can't Believe It. I'm like, that's a classic banger for sure. And she's like, oh yeah, I know that song. And then I was like, but I made the comment. I was like, yo, but Lil Wayne's a crackhead. And I was like, yeah, Lil Wayne's a crackhead, and everyone's always like, oh, Lil Wayne's the fucking GOAT. Lil Wayne's the greatest rapper alive. I'm like, nah, that fool's just basically a crackhead, and so I don't really fuck with him. She's like, well, what? You don't fuck with him just because he's a fucking crackhead? And I was like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck with an artist that, like, she's like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know, and I don't really care to know about the artists that I listen to. I don't really care about their personal life. I just, if the music's good, the music's good, and that's pretty much where it starts and ends with me. And I'm like, yeah, no, I vet all the musicians that I listen to. I vet them all for sure, because I don't want to be fucking with someone and putting them in my allowing them into my space if they're like pieces of shit. I was like, yo, what about P. Diddy? Like, you're gonna fucking listen to P. Diddy? She's like, yeah, I mean, if the song's good, I'll listen to it. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. But then we just get into like, we start getting into this philosophical conversation about how she's like, it doesn't matter, dude. She's like, nothing matters. Like, the world's fucked up, and like, you're like, she's like, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Like, you're gonna let the world's problems like eat away at you and shit. And I'm like, I mean, you're kind of like, she got me thinking about like, yeah, what can we do about it? It's kind of pointless. She's like, yeah, it's kind of pointless just to like let it eat at you when there's nothing you can do, when you're just you, and people are gonna do what they're gonna do. And I'm like, yeah, no, I get that for sure. But no, I was like, so what? I was like, so what? The world's just fucked up, and since I'm only me and there's nothing I can do about it, I should just stop trying. And she was like, yeah, no, not necessarily. But um then so I've been sober for a year and a half, coming up in September. So I've been sober for like I don't know, almost a year and a half. Haven't relapsed one time. Been sober, totally quit cold turkey. But I already made a video about it. But when I was using um, alcohol and cannabis were my drug of choice, I wasn't getting into like smoking crack or anything like that. But um, yeah, so, but I mean, that shit, it got to the point where it was destroying, it destroyed my life. And the choices I was making through abusing substances cost me everything, hurt a lot of people. And yeah, so now that it's been almost a year and a half, it's like my life is improved dramatically, number one. I'm able to keep a roof over my head. I live alone with my godsons. I already talked about that. But I don't rely on anybody but myself. I don't ask anybody for help. And I owe it all to God, number one, but I owe it to my sobriety. And everywhere I go, I've seen like drugs and alcohol. I've never seen those things do anybody any good. I mean, in the moment, it's cool to party and shit. Like, I get it. This fucking dog's taking a shit over here. Anyways, I I get it in the moment. Like, partying's hella fun, Yeah, for sure. But beyond that, it's never done anything good for me. And I've seen it destroy a lot of people close to me. I've seen people die. I've seen it cost people their lives. And so this is a point of the videos that we were talking about AA and NA and shit, and I was like, the problem that I have is like the problem that I have with AA and NA, because I don't go to AA, I don't go to NA. It's not for everybody, and I have my own ways of staying clean and sober. And like, I've been to AA meetings, they're cool and everything, good, full of good people, I guess, for the most part. But really, not really. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect them, but I told her, I'm like, yo, they kind of half-step, dude. They just half it off, because if they really fucking cared, if AA and if NA really cared about saving people from drugs, but they only care about themselves, that's the thing. I'm like, yo, if they really cared about it, they would start buying drugs off the streets and work their way up to where they're fucking moving up to the kingpin in town, who's pushing all the drugs, pushing all the keys. He's got all the weight, right? You push up to that guy, and you group together and you go find him, and you say, hey, you put a fucking gun to his head, and you fucking scrape him off the pavement, and you say, hey, get these fucking drugs out of, like, you're not doing this in our community anymore. In our community, in my community, we're just gonna allow people to fucking push dope in the streets of our community. Like, bro, why doesn't NNA pull up on the kingpin in town and say, yo, you ain't doing that shit anymore, bro. You're gonna stop right now. And fucking if you don't, there's gonna be consequences. And why don't they do that? Like, why? Why are we allowing drugs to be in the streets of our communities? That's obviously destroying them and the people that we care about and the people in our community. Because look, where's our sense of community? We don't even have a community. We're just gonna let piece of shit motherfuckers sell dope on the streets in your community. So that's the problem I have with AA and NA, is they're like, oh, we don't want to get in any public controversies or anything. It's like, yeah, you're fucking pussies, dude. And I told the parole officer, I was like, yo, if you give me like 2 weeks, dude, I'd be able to find out who's fucking, I'd be able to find out who the fuck is selling dope in our community, because I live here. This is my community. Yo, I was told her, I was like, yo, you give me 2 fucking weeks, I'll figure it out. Like, and I'm not even a government employee. I don't need resources. I don't have government funding. It's just me. I'll figure it out. Yo, and it's like, why? So that's the problem I have with like drugs, the war on drugs and everything. And she's like, yeah, you can't disagree with that. Like, hey, but again, it's just me, and I'm not going to say I'm going to start doing that, but if it really came down to it, I mean, there you go. There's a solution to a problem. You find out who's pushing drugs in your streets, and you fucking go tell them to fuck off. And if they don't, there's going to be like serious consequences. And so what? The kingpin in my community is probably connected to the cartel in some way. So then they're going to go back. You know what I mean? You're basically just starting war with the fucking cartels. But you know what? Fuck them, dude. I mean, who cares, bro? Like, we shouldn't be allowing these people to profit off of killing souls, enslaving souls to substances and drugs and alcohol, thinking they can get away with it in our community, destroying our communities. And yeah, the cartel probably wouldn't like hearing that they're getting ran off by a bunch of fucking ex-cons and drug addicts. But anyways, that's why I have a problem with them. Me personally, I could figure it out, like I said, but I just stick to myself. If it comes down to it and it comes time for that, I'll definitely, all options are on the table for sure. So it's not beyond something I would be willing to do. But again, just as me, there's really not much a dent I could make personally without, a community or of people behind me who were in support of that supporting each other in that mission. She's like, oh, there's undercover cops all over. I'm like, yeah, obviously, like, yeah, they're doing a really good job. She's like, yeah, but if you just start getting the drugs off the streets, then people are going to lose their jobs and etc. And I'm like, yeah, well, we could cross that bridge when we get there, but until then, so be it. And she was like, yeah, I deal with a lot of drug addicts, and they're like, oh, I just want to go to rehab. They tell her like, yo, I just want to go to rehab. I don't deserve to be in jail because I never hurt anybody but myself. And woe is me. And I was like, yo, but that's kind of bullshit because I'm like, drug abuse and drug related crimes are not victimless crimes. Like, yeah, obviously the person who is choosing to use and abuse said substances are obviously, no, they're not a victim. They make themselves a victim, but they're not a victim. They're the only ones victimized. The only nobody's victimizing them but themselves. It's a choice. Every day you have to make a choice. But I was like, yo, they sit there and tell you that, but I'm like, yo, when you think about it, if you're paying money for drugs, you're directly funding global terrorism. Yes or no? She's like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, yeah, no, if you're paying for drugs on the streets, you're funding and enabling global terrorism, because all the drugs is tied to the cartels. All the people that lose their lives, all the people, like the human trafficking, like it's global. The drug trade is global terrorism. It's like, yeah, it's global terrorism. If you're paying for it, you're funding it. You're giving them money. And you can't, like, karmically, karma wise, you're just accumulating bad karma at that point, by directly funding and enabling the global terrorism. And it's like biological and chemical warfare, like all the fentanyl and shit coming in from China. Like, dude, you know how many dudes I seen strung out on fucking fentanyl? It's not even funny. You know how many times I've read articles in the paper of this person falls asleep and their kids touch the fentanyl and fucking die. Now there's a dead kid because their parents are strung out on fentanyl. And now the parents are like doing time in prison because their fucking child died because they left the fucking fentanyl out. All my homies, all the people I've known personally who have been strung out on fentanyl. Yo, my homies used to be strung out on fentanyl. He says, I've been sober for 5 years. I don't know if that's true or not. But he used to be strung out on fentanyl and smoking pills, and like, bro, never slept, didn't have a job, just fucking lived off his mom. And one day he was like, yo. He's like fucking fiending hella hard, dude. He didn't have a car. He's like, yo, give me a ride, dude. I gotta go get a little fucking nickel bag, little dime bag of some fucking fentanyl and shit. And yeah, I gotta go get some fentanyl. Drive me, please. I'm like, fool, I ain't gonna fucking drive you, dude, to go get your fucking drugs. He's like, come on, dude. And you know how addicts are, dude, when they're jonesing for their shit. He was like just pressing me, wouldn't stop, dude. He wasn't about to take no for an answer, And I'm like, all right, bro, fine, whatever, dude. Where the fuck are we going? Get in the fucking car and shut up. So we drive across town a little bit, and then we end up at the like this old like retirement home community place. And yo, there's this old man walking his dog, dude. There's this old elderly man walking his little fucking chihuahua or some shit. And my homie's like, yo, all right, I'll be right back, dude. And he jumps out of the car and goes and fucking talks to this old elderly man, dude, and comes back with his fucking fentanyl. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You would never think that it was some old fucking man selling fentanyl on the street, selling dope to everybody. But there you go. There it was right there. And I was like, that's crazy, fool. Like, anyways, it's just kind of shocking, you know? But, all my homies, who, like, me personally being a alcoholic, all my homies who, drink, abuse alcohol, have an alcohol dependency, it just fucks shit up, dude. And yeah, dude, it's just really fucking bad what all that shit does, dude. And you would say alcohol is like, alcohol is like, it's socially acceptable, but it's warfare. That's war on your spirit. That's spiritual warfare. And it's all war, dude. It's just war. It's war on you, dude. They want you fucked up, dude. They want you strung out. They want you fucked up. They want you broke. They want you not having shit. They want you in the system. They want you offending, breaking laws. They want you strung out, dude. They don't give a fuck about you. And you know what? If you die, if it kills people, which it has and will continue to do so, when that happens, it's like, well, fuck it, dude. We got other poor saps who are gonna fucking play into this shit. And yeah, it's a global, the whole court system, justice system is damn near set up on drugs. It's like backed by drugs. And I just really have a fucking problem with that, dude. Like, if I don't want to be around drugs and alcohol anymore, dude. I've been around that shit my whole fucking life. And I just don't want to be around it. And if I really wanted to be around those types of people, I would just go sell crack and make fucking money. So I just wanted to talk about how, yeah, if you're out there buying drugs, dude, and doing drugs and shit, you're funding global terrorism. You're funding human trafficking. You're funding these cartels and these corporations and all these entities. You're funding them, destroying your community. You're paying for it yourself. You're funding your own demise. You're paying for it. And like, same with alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm from Sonoma County, California, and that's wine country right there. It's right next to Napa, and these motherfuckers out there, dudes, having their alcohol, their wine and shit. Like, yo, number one, that shit destroys the environment. We used to catch little trout in the creeks when I was a kid, and there was, there would be water all the time. We go swimming in the creeks and shit, catch trout. And my dad said when he was younger that the steelhead and the salmon would like spawn up the creeks and shit. And then they start growing these vineyards, and they start sucking the water out of the creeks. And now they tap the groundwater too, so the groundwater's dry. The creeks run dry, and it fucks up the environment. Monoculture and shit. Look into that. That fucks up the environment. And then they're making money, dude. Like, you go out there, Napa, California, Sonoma, California, where I'm from, dude, those motherfuckers are balling out, just selling people fucking poison. And then everyone gets dressed up all fancy and shit, going out wine tasting, these boozy ass basic motherfuckers, dude. And it's like, bro, it's like, fuck all that shit, bro. So yeah, I just have a problem with that. Yo, if you're buying drugs, dude, you're fucking funding global terrorism and human trafficking all over the world. People are gonna die over that shit. People are gonna get killed. Families are gonna fall apart. Nothing good is going to come out of that, and it's likely happening in your own community. um, I just thank God that I'm sober, dude. I just thank God I'm not caught up in that shit anymore. Like, um, and I like it's warfare, dude. You gotta fight. It's like I know it's a struggle and a fight, but these motherfuckers want to fucking beat you down, dude, and they want to steal your soul, and they'll do it any way they can. But drugs is a pretty easy way to do it these days. Um, and that's not even to mention the pharmaceutical industry with their opioids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, man. Everyone's pushing dope these days on us and our communities. And yeah, I used to think getting drunk and like smoking a fat blunt to my face like felt good, but I've never felt anything as good as my life has been recently. Despite all the bad things that have happened, all the ups and downs that I've had, nothing has ever felt as good as my life is now. I've never been more alive. I've never been more healthy. I've never been more motivated. I've never been just more prepared to willing to do whatever it takes to get what the fuck I want out of my life. And so I just thank God, and I pray to God to keep me strong, dude, and keep that shit off me, dude. I don't want that satanic ass drug induced fucking life anymore, dude. Um and yeah, I'm sick of it destroying all the communities while these motherfuckers cash out on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit, yo. But that's my video. I just wanted to check in, a year and a half sober almost. Things are still going good. If you're in recovery or in sobriety or trying to stay sober, dude, mad respect to you. I got your back. I'm proud of you. And yeah, man, I'm with you for real. And keep giving the good fight, dude, because you're worth it. You're definitely worth it, and it's worth it. And it pisses these motherfuckers off to see you doing so good, dude. They don't want that. Remember that all they want to do is fucking break you down, dude. They want to kill your soul anytime. And it's like yeah, nah. If you're in recovery, if you're in AA or NA, dude, respect to you. I'm not trying to disrespect or talk shit about anything that you're trying to accomplish in those groups. Um, just keep it real, dude. And like I said, all I'm doing is just letting my spirit tell it, dude. Nah, that's my fucking that's my 2 cents right there. But and I'm not even saying you might not ever see me in an AA meeting, but you know, um, but yeah, if you're sober, dude, and you're trying to stay sober and you're in recovery, dude, respect. God bless you. I'm praying for you. I'm proud of you. I wish you the best. Stay strong. Remember, dude, take yourself back, dude. Take your shit back. That's your God-given birthright, dude. Take that shit back. Take it and hold it and protect it and save it and guard it, and don't let these motherfuckers have you out here thinking that you can't do it. Like, you're weak. Like, bro, God didn't make us weak. God didn't make me fucking to be a weak fucking drug addict, alcoholic. I promise you. And I don't make promises. But anyways, 30-minute video. Um, yeah, man, respect, dude. Respect to anybody out there staying sober, dude. Respect to anybody out there trying to keep the drugs out of their communities. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. And respect, dude. And yeah, I just wanted that's my thoughts on a year and a half sober and the global war on terror. And please stop funding global terrorism. Because we do it, like, we're paying for it. Like, why would you pay for that? but then kids are too expensive, right? Like I said in the last video. Anyways, I'm out, dude. I'm out. If you're one of the 10 people to see this shit, yo, peace, respect, dude. God bless. And yeah, man, I appreciate you on for staying sober, dude, and being in recovery, dude. And like mad respect, and I'm really proud of you, dude. And I'm with you, dude. And holler at me. Tell me something good. As always, dude. Holler at me. Let me know what's good, dude. I'm trying to know what's good. And I'll see you again.